Hi, I'm James Bruce with MakeUseOf.com, and this is the Pipo X9, a Windows 10 and Android dual booting mini PC tablet thing. Available for under $150 from gearbest.com. I'm having trouble categorizing the device because it's unlike anything I've ever seen. Even though it describes itself as a tablet and it does have an 8.9-inch touchscreen, it also doesn't come with a battery and needs to remain tethered to the wall. It's also built at a fixed angle display here, and there's no wall mounting brackets, so what you see is what you get really. There's no adjustable angle there. It's probably more accurate then to describe this as a kiosk device. And yet it does HDMI out as well, making it a pretty advanced TV box, which only kind of complicates my efforts to categorize it even further. What I can tell you is that it dual boots Windows 10 and Android 4.4. Inside you'll find a 64GB eMMC storage, 2GB of RAM and an x86 architecture quad-core Intel CPU. In terms of connectivity, there's a 10100 Ethernet port, Wi-Fi up to 802.11n speed, Bluetooth 4.0, an HDMI port, stereo out, USB ports, SD card slot and micro USB. It's got everything, though as you can see not a particularly fast version of everything. The network connections are a generation or so behind. There's also an internal speaker which echoes around and is quite muffled, which is fine for interface sounds but can only be described as terrible for music or watching videos. So what niche does the X9 fulfill exactly? Well, I can see two specific use cases. The first is in the kitchen as a general utility, media controller and home automation controller, for instance. A lot of families maybe even have an old TV in the corner of the kitchen, so this would be great at driving Netflix or Amazon Video to them. The second is as an advanced media center controller. Having the touchscreen to select movies from is really useful. The truth is that selecting and searching for things using a D-pad is pretty excruciating sometimes. Performance of the X9 is disappointing in Windows 10 mode, but then so is my Windows 10 HP Stream 7 tablet. Windows just doesn't run well on low performance hardware. It's great to have the option to use Windows though, and you can even do some basic in-home streaming from Steam or things like that. This is the full Windows and you can install anything you want. It's not a cut down RT version which restricts you to universal apps or anything. You can put anything you want on here and it'll run it, just probably not that well. Android performance is significantly better though, around that of a mid-range smartphone. Anecdotally, it feels pretty snappy. That said, it's running 4.4, and in a world where Android 6 Marshmallow is about to be released, that's a little bit disappointing. That said, Media Apps playback is smooth and you can run games and emulators with this kind of power pretty easily. Overall then, it's kind of a hard to classify device, which certainly fulfills a niche. I'm just not sure how big the market for that niche actually is. Prove me wrong though by heading over to gearbest.com and buying one for $150. Or if you'd like to win one, hit up the link in the description where you can read my full review and enter to win your very own Pipo X9. Enter the code you see on screen now for some bonus entries into the competition. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to this channel for more great weekly reviews and giveaways from all of us at MakeUseOf.com.